Hi, I'm Taylor Gall. I'm from Bayhead, New Jersey, and I'm the founder and CEO of TaylorsCampus.com. TaylorsCampus.com is a college network for college students to buy, sell, and trade goods among one another at each school. TaylorsCampus.com can be used for textbooks, dorm furniture, any classified item that can be found at college, and also off-campus housing. Taylor's Campus really stands out in the textbook market, and I'll tell you why. Because unlike other online retailers like Chegg, BookRenter.com, Amazon, we don't sell you a book at a guaranteed loss of 50%. Yes, Chegg may look like a great deal selling you a book for $100, but let's think about it like this. That's a guaranteed loss of $100. It's the same thing as buying a $200 book and selling it back to the bookstore at the end of the semester for $100. Okay? What we do on Taylor's Campus is we sell you a textbook by finding a buyer or a seller at the local campus for the exact same price that they bought it for, as long as it was kept in the good condition that they purchased that. So when I got to school freshman year, I had no idea about the cost of college textbooks. I go down to the bookstore to get my books. The lady rings me up, tells me the price. I couldn't believe it. It was over $550 for the textbooks. I said there has to be a cheaper route. Do you offer any other thing at the school? The lady told me no. So I went back to my dorm room. I researched the cheapest solution to buy my books. The only other avenues I found were either to rent your books or to buy them offline. I happened to not find any solution where I could buy and sell with other students directly at my school. What I realized was, if I had a class with 100 students in it, and there was 100 students going out, why wasn't there a solution where I could connect with buyers and sellers to buy and sell my book directly from the student and bypass the middleman, the bookstore? Turns out that there wasn't any platforms online that enabled me to do this. So I ended up renting my books. And that was the first story. Second story was later in the year at the end of the semester, one of my friends was transferring. He had all of this stuff in his room and no place to put it. He couldn't put it on Craigslist because the market wasn't big enough on Craigslist for those individual things. They're not all college students on there. The second thing was that he needed to sell the stuff fairly quick to a market that appealed. So I went back to my dorm room that day. I was thinking about this platform all day long. I woke up at 6 in the morning after I went to sleep, and I had this idea about Taylor's Campus. From that day, I started working on a platform of Taylor's Campus. I didn't know that much about programming or computer science, but I was so determined to do it, I taught myself the code, and I made do with what was at hand. The main part of Taylor's Campus is a textbook matchmaker. Textbook matchmaker notifies a student when there's a buyer and a seller of the textbook that they requested. All a student has to do is submit the textbook that they're looking for or the textbook that they're selling, and Taylor's Campus will make a cross-reference and notify the student at the earliest time. The next biggest section on TaylorsCampus.com is the housing network. The housing network is great because all students need off-campus housing. When they go on Taylor's Campus, not only can they sell their textbooks and get the highest price possible, but sell anything else in their dorm, but they have a place to go find off-campus housing. They don't need to look through 5 different newspapers to do so. All they have to do is come on to Taylor's Campus and find the best spot. And Taylor's Campus caters to the student because we know what the student's looking for. And that is it air conditioned? Is it close to the campus? Taylor's Campus textbook section allows students to submit their textbooks, and what we do is we find a buyer or a seller from our database that has already submitted the criteria. The main thing is we do not buy the book directly from the student. The student comes on and buys the book from another student that has listed the book. What Taylor's Campus does is acts as a platform where they can go on and connect. Taylor's Campus also has a wonderful classified ad section where a student can go on, post anything from dorm furniture to bikes, and even find a tutor if they want, all on one simple platform. And that's the beauty about Taylor's Campus. You don't have to go to 5 different websites. If you need a textbook, you can go right on Taylor's Campus and find a textbook. If you need an off-campus housing, you can go on there and find off-campus housing. Anything from an apartment to a condo to a private house. If you want to sell your bike or you want to sell your bedspread at the end of the semester, go on TaylorsCampus.com. We plan on using the money for keeping up with our website, keeping up with development, and making sure that the user experience is as best as possible. We all know that keeping the user happy is key. So our priority at Taylor's Campus is to make sure that our platform is always in top working order and that we can meet our clients' needs. A main draw of Taylor's Campus is that it's very easy to use and it saves people money. And that's what drives the market for us, is saving people money. We care about our users and we care about the cost that they spend over the course of the year. Taylor's Campus hasn't put forth a monetization plan yet, but we plan on it. One of the main ways we plan on generating revenue is the textbook matchmaker section. What Taylor's Campus intends on doing is charging a fee to release the contact information. The next section is the housing network. We charge landlords a fee to post their property depending on how long of a term they decide to list the property and how many they do. We also offer a commercial discount rate. With the price of college textbooks where they're at right now, the market is great for Taylor's Campus, especially with the way technology has allowed us to really develop an amazing website. Our biggest challenge so far has been to keep up with traffic and demand of the website. Keeping a tech team in order 24 hours a day costs a fair amount of money and resources. What we need is to make sure that we have the resources to keep our tech team interacting with our client needs. You know, a lot of people always ask me, they say, Taylor's Campus is a great idea. You know, how are you going to keep up with the demand? What are you going to do? And I never have once had someone say, you know, I don't think that's going to work out. Everybody believes in Taylor's Campus, they know it's a great idea, and everybody knows the price of college textbooks is out of control, and it's only getting worse. My job as founder and CEO of Taylor's Campus is to ensure that this succeeds.